So, full disclosure before we get started, I am an Eagle Scout. So when I heard about the Boy Scouts of America not allowing gay scout leaders, I had, admittedly, an aggressive reaction. I thought they were a bunch of out-of-touch bigots. But then I remembered that my dad and his friends were the people who ran the Boy Scouts in my town. Those guys weren't bigots. They were just good people who wanted to do something wholesome with their kids. So who's making decisions like this for the Boy Scouts? There must be some super conservative, tiny group at the top, right? A supreme council of homophobic bigots run by a grand wizard Weebelo or something. But that's not how it works. The BSA has a rather large voting council with everyday people involved. So how did we get into this mess? Well, the BSA started as an all-male religious movement inspired by a military model of operations. You know, a handbook, uniforms, the whole shebang. Those were the three things holding this group together: military structure, a heteronormative all-male membership, and a belief in God. The 12th point of the Scout Law is to be reverent. So, naturally, they were closely tied to both Christianity and military tradition. And that's still the case today. Right now, 70% of the chartered scouting units are sponsored by faith-based organizations, which, as we know, are not exactly hubs of open-mindedness and change. To achieve Eagle Scout rank, scouts must get a recommendation from a religious leader. It's required. Still, the Boy Scouts of America have their own council and the freedom to accept whomever they want as scout leaders. Church be damned. So, why haven't they? Because the roughly 1,400-member council that makes these decisions hasn't voted on it yet. They did vote in May of 2013 to admit openly gay youths, but they haven't yet addressed the question of allowing openly gay scoutmasters. And they may not do that anytime soon. Like the church, they are slow-moving when it comes to cultural changes, though they are doing quote-unquote studies on the question and even polled their membership about it last January. That's the good news. The bad news: 61% of the nearly 200,000 people polled are perfectly okay with the status quo. But that's the thing with the status quo. It's hard to change. And until the Boy Scouts of America and people in general are down with directly questioning their status quo, we'll keep having out-of-date policy discussions like this. But change always comes, and eventually the BSA will do the right thing. Scouts honor.